Are you currently rich or poor? This is a question that can't really be asked in person, but today I'll be asking this question to you, but from distance. Today you'll find how you can calculate by yourself your own net worth. You will also find the average and the median of the net worth of the people of your age, which will help you to compare yourself and see how you can rank among those people. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you some great tips that can help you to boost your net worth. But first, let's see how much you worth. The first step to see how much you currently worth is by calculating what are your different assets. So obviously you can add all the different investment accounts that you currently have. To that you can obviously add the different special accounts just like a TFSA and all the different retirement account. And obviously to that you can add all the different liquidity that you hold in the form of cash, gigs, etc. Afterwards, you will simply have to deduct all your different liabilities. This obviously includes your credit cards and all the different debts that you can have. For example, your student loans, your car loan, or even your mortgage on your house. So basically all the money that you have borrowed from someone else. Now take a few minutes and calculate it on your side. And don't panic if you see that your net worth is negative, because it is possible that your liabilities are bigger compared to your different assets. The number that you'll find at the end will be your base to compare yourself with the average people of your age. But first, it is important for you to understand that in 2019, the Federal Reserve has made a survey to see what is the average net worth of a family in the US. And in that case, the average net worth was about $746,000. However, the median of those same families was only about $121,000. Interesting, isn't it? Well, in fact, the average is calculating all the different extreme values, meaning that in fact it will be highly impacted by all the people that are the poorest and the richest people. So it isn't giving the best picture of the overall situation. On its side, the median is basically cutting all the different simple in two parts, and it's taking the middle part and the middle value of it. So in that particular case, the median will be more interesting for you to be able to have a comparison. Now, according to a more recent survey in September 2022, if you're currently between 18 to 24 years old, your average net worth will be about $28,000. However, on its side, the median net worth will be about $8,000. You see that even at a young age, the different extreme value are impacting a lot the average of the net worth. However, you'll see that the older you get, the bigger the gap between the average net worth and the median net worth will be increasing. For example, for the people aged between 25 to 29 years old, the average net worth will be about $49,000, while the median will only be about $7,000. After, when you reach 30 years old, the average rule should be that you have 1 year of salary and of income saved in your net worth. For example, if you currently earn about $100,000 per year, it means that you should have at least save up at least $100,000 right now. And between 30 to 34 years old, you see that the average net worth has increased to about $122,000 and the net worth has reached about $35,000. Now, when you reach 35 years old, you should have at least 2 times your annual income invest and save. And between 35 to 39 years old, the average net worth is about $275,000. And on its side, the median is about $44,000. Now, when you reach 40, you should have at least 3 times your annual income save and invest. And at that age, you will start to see an exponential increase in your net worth because of all the different compound interest. So between 40 to 44 years old, the average net worth is about $623,000 with a median of about $127,000. Now, if we jump to 65 years old, which is considered as the average age for retirement, when you are between 65 to 69 years old, the average net worth is about $1,250,000 and the median is only about $271,000. And since I just told you that the most and the biggest part of the different people are going to retirement at this age, well, it means that their average net worth will start to decrease because of their needs of capital. After seeing those results, you must be either super happy or not satisfied of where you are right now. Well, in both cases, the good news is that you have multiple ways to boost your net worth. And since you know that your current value is a mix between having the highest and the biggest assets as possible and the lowest liabilities, well, that means that there are 2 ways that you can boost your current value. The first way, obviously, to be able to save and invest more money is to cut down on your different liabilities. Especially right now with the Fed that has been increasing the rates and all the different recession, it means that obviously the interest rate has increased, which means that if you have some bad debts and a full credit cards, you might have some trouble to pay it. The first step that you could do in that case is to start budgeting and create your own budget. A budget is a simple way to see what are your different income versus your expenses. So with that, you're able to see what are the main places where you spend the most money and what are your main income sources. Right now, if you're spending all your money on different new clothes and all the big parties and the brand new cars, well, if you're not satisfied of where you are right now, you should rethink about your lifestyle. And one thing that could be super important for you to understand, especially if you currently live on only one income source, is to increase your assets. Well, one option that could be offered to you is to find another job, for example, during the weekend. Obviously, one good point about this is that it will increase your income, but in that case, it will also decrease the time that you will have. You could also aim to find the freedom of time. And to do that, obviously, you must work super hard, but you could decide to create your own side hustle. By creating your own business, for example, it will give you some freedom of time in your future, even if you will have to work super hard, especially during the weekends if you also have one main job at the moment. But in that case, if you start your own business, make sure that you're passionate about it and that you will enjoy the process, because if you don't, you will not succeed at the end of the day. Personally, for example, I have a financial master and I am passionate about personal finance and talking about it with other different people. So that's why I've decided to create this YouTube channel that is considered as my main business at the moment. So you see right now I'm not making any money and I'm putting a lot of work, but eventually of course I am aiming to make a little bit of money from it. And as you probably know, there are many big YouTubers, for example, that have already started to make the transition between the side hustle of YouTube to their main business. Of course, they've been able to replace their 9 to 5 to YouTube. But at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with what you have, this is the true freedom. And let me tell you a great quote about Eugene DeMarco in his book, The Millionaire Fastlane. He said to be wealthy, you must have a good health, but also to have some great relationship and also to have the financial freedom. And those obviously are 3 things that I am personally aiming for. But on your side, if you're personally not satisfied of where you are and you would like to find ways to increase your different investment and save more money, well, in that case, check out the video that's going to be right over here. And if you like personal finance, make sure to join the North family by subscribing to the channel for only $0.0, and I will see you soon. Peace!